Hello, hello. Oh, my music is loud. So loud. Oh, because I had it so loud. New browser. Alright, better. Sorry for that, I guess. Welcome, welcome. I actually need to do quite a thing right away, which is putting this one here so that my LSP works. I already created a bug for the CMake tool file, CMake tool NeoVim plugin, because it puts the compile commands file into a weird folder and there is no way to override it, it seems like, which is fun. But I think now, hopefully, it should work again. Yeah. Good. Nice. Before we do anything, I wanted to do one more thing with NeoVim that I need to set up, which is currently, I don't think I find my generated files, or for example, graphics gen.cpp. Yeah, I don't think I find them, right? But that should exist, I think. So if I go to entry point, then this is init.gen.cpp, right? And I don't think I find that init.gen, yeah. Because I think it's in the directory where it doesn't look. So we probably have to fix that. I'm not quite sure how yet. But something here probably. What does he suggest me here? Or I guess, I don't know. Let's try to look for it. Snacks. Picker maybe? I don't think I want to have. Okay, well, that doesn't really work how I would want it. I thought I might have found well, maybe I thought there would be an easy way to do it. While explore is not it. Files. Exclude. But is there a include as well? Show hidden, show ignored. I guess we could put those to false for now, just to see. Hidden. Ignored. Does that work? I guess that didn't work. Is it maybe like that? Okay, but that's the same then. Oh wait. I need to set it to true. Not to false, otherwise it's the default values. Oh yeah, that already looks a little bit better, I think. Yeah, okay. The problem is it now lists everything, which is probably not what we want. In runtime path. I mean, I guess. Can I maybe? Wait, what was it? Sorry. Tiers. Can I maybe do tiers? Does that work? Okay. Do I still find my application.h? I think it's this. Is it this? Maybe it's not that, right? Maybe it's here. Oh, that's pain. Actually, that's maybe not so nice. Can I maybe, instead of doing that? Oops. What is if I... Can I find here in it? I mean, that looks in the build directory, so that's maybe not so bad after all. Maybe that's good enough. If I do a go to workspace game core, I mean, that works, right? I guess. That surprisingly worked. Maybe we go with that. I will think about that. Maybe there is a better way to do it. I think I can live with that. No, not really. I'm not in the mood today to do the terrain today. To be honest, I didn't really have time to research anything. You mean 06, not 07, right? We are still on 06. Development. I'm not sure when. Physics for the terrain will be a little bit problematic, that's why. Or like not problematic, but a lot of work. This is mostly the issue. And I'm not too sure what I would want to work actually today on, to be honest. I have a couple of things on my to-do list that I would want to look at. But I'm not sure which one I want to tackle today. Probably we will wing it a little bit. Let me think. Which one? Cloud Shitty? Well, unfortunate. I think one thing that I could do right away here that I just noticed, that should be hopefully such a big deal. Why is my Clank Tidy not loading? Shouldn't that have worked? See? But does my Clank... No, my Clank Tidy doesn't even work here. Why? I mean, that's definitely not the only reason. That's a little bit... Oh, maybe that's not the thing. Maybe I'm not doing that, yeah. But even then, still something is off. But let's see. Is it here? Probably not, right? Is it like that? Something is off. I don't think it works. Is it maybe that my compile commands JSON is in the wrong directory? Do I have to put it? That already looks kind of weird. It was working somewhere. Wait, is it? Do I have a clang? No, I do have a clang tidy. Or do I have one here in Onyx is the bigger question. Yeah, okay, I do. Onyx clang tidy. That seems to be correct, at least again, I think. What is the file name of that? Is that the clang D something? I have a .clang D here, but I'm not sure if that or what is actually in there. Okay. So I guess it should look into the right directory then. Not sure what the diagnostics from you do, but why not? Might as well. That is maybe a little bit better. That at least looks like it's running again. Oops. But it's still bizarre that it claims that this is only used here, which I don't think it would be. Oh, well, maybe it is. Maybe. Okay, no, that works. Maybe that was actually only used there. But why is my namespace rename not working? And this should as well. Okay, so one thing for sure that's weird is I don't think I want that. That looks like sus. Because it was in the pre-compiled header, so I wouldn't need that include. But clang tidy is not running. But clang tidy here is running. Right, if I go here to path, or what is it even? It's not path. What is the file? Oh, it is path, okay. Ah, it's in the wrong project. Okay, never mind, it's... Oh well, it's not finished indexing, so maybe not. Okay, never mind. Something's wrong. Maybe I broke my clang D file somehow. Or my clang tidy format. Without noticing when I fixed it. I think what we could do is take that one and move it there, because it's mostly the same. Why is it not allowed to move that? Copy. That's bizarre. It always worked in the past. Why does it not work anymore? Clanker. What is clanker? Mm-hmm. Today I learned. No, that might actually be a idea. Weirdness. Maybe I did something wrong, right? I mean, it looks like it. Let's see. Let's copy that. Feed it into the beautiful shitty AI. Okay, it claims to have found something. Is that it? That was not it. Let me actually quickly check my history because I submitted that and it was working already. Oh, okay, it was like that. That's interesting. I don't know when that happened. Okay, that explains it. Was there an... Those were a little bit indented, it seems like. Is that it? Was that just it? Then check options and those were as well. Which one is that? Fine. Yank that. There it is. I'm not sure why the namespace is not, but now that works okay, at least again. Did I maybe not do the namespace stuff? Maybe I added that later. Namespace case. I mean, that seems to be there, right? But maybe that's not valid. Oh no, it is. Actually, it complains in the header, not in the CPP. That's kind of weird, but okay. Fascinating. I have no idea why it worked with my... Well, I mean, I guess the Yammer, maybe it was correct. Maybe you can do it in like a single line format, right? Because all the spaces were still there, I guess, but it was just all condensed into like one line. I don't know. Well, it works. Who cares, right? So does that now? Yeah, that instantly works without actually doing anything. Okay, cool. Can I please? Okay, well, that kinda didn't work. Oh, it's still indexing again. Okay, maybe that's why. Maybe, yeah. Let it index in peace. I will get something to drink. Be right back. It's cold here. Jesus. Alright, so does that now work again? Can I go? Oh wait, that makes sense. That's a... Why did I do that? That was a namespace function, right? So that's all good. That's unfortunate, I guess. But okay. So that will fail in 100 places. Is there a way to... Eh? How did I manage that? Wait, did it automatically rename all my... No. Ah, okay, I know what it is. Never mind, I'm stupid. Okay. Is there a way to do a rename with Vim, like for all files in a probably right with the grep or something like that, I would assume, or whatever. Oh, well, there's another one. Oops. Jeez, what have I done here? Yeah, that's probably actually I will do it here. A little bit faster here. Is that correct? I thought it would be something like that. Oh, I'm in the wrong project again. Hey, how did that happen? Yeah, let's replace R. I think that's fine. Let's see if that actually fixes it. But I think it should. Guess I need to learn my Linux tools. I think that you can do that with probably a command line tool, right? Like grep or something like that, I would assume. The search and replace. Okay, cool, that actually worked quite nicely. So yeah, we will do a little bit of boring stuff today probably, but what can you do? Cool, why does my... LSP doesn't work. Thank you. How did you break in this case? But okay. Actually, why is that here defined? Not too sure why that would be here. Shouldn't you be... Why does it not update? It's another thing that's nice. What is tabe command in Vim? Okay. What does that do? Whoa, what is happening? Core to exist is ambiguous. Opens a tab. Oh, okay. I see. Huh? Is it that? Ah, yeah, that makes kind of sense. Or no. Okay, yeah, I guess. And get full path as well, probably right. Is that it? Or not? Does it really have a get full path? I doubt that. So I think it's something else. In this case here. Something with my LSP is still scuffed. I don't know. Okay. Temp mount point ID, yeah. Ah, because of... Okay. Was it STD file system like that? I forgot it. Oh, okay, no, like that. I don't know, something went horribly wrong with my... But I'm not including... Shouldn't that now be clear what it is? I'm not using a... Not including the file... Or does it expose it into a public? Okay. I guess. That's so bizarre that it doesn't work. Sometimes, like, it clearly has issues here and there, and I don't know why. Wait, why is that? Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Actually, I didn't want to do that, but whatever, I saw it and then I was like, okay, let's rename that right away. I wanted to do that off stream. It's not really interesting doing the Clang tidy stuff and Clang format things. I think I want to maybe today. There's a couple of things that are a bit rough now. Maybe first of all, I don't have a nice way to submit yet from Git from Neovim, so I will do it from here. Okay. Fixing file system. Push. The thing is, which one did I want to? Oh no, that's not nice. I hope I didn't. Oh no, it included it. Did I not say that you should not include under any circumstances? Why would you ignore that? I think I would want it like that. Great, now I need to go over that again and see why it would include stuff. Did it include in other stuff as well, or like other things as well? Asset system. Wait, which one? Why do I not see that? Did I maybe not save all? Oh, okay, it's here. Never mind. Yeah, we need to quickly check that because that's annoying if it included stuff with the wrong. Okay, that's annoying as well. Shader, we have that, good. What did it do here? Fine. Okay, it was only those. Alright, what I wanted to try to look at today is maybe the window registration. It's really annoying though if we have a problem with our with the LSP. Let's see. Okay, so that. Wait, did I go to the? Well, I guess I went to the wrong file. Did I not go to this ImGUI win or whatever? Okay, that is not bad. That's exactly what I wanted. Actually, I think all of them have no constructor anymore, right? I think that's what we kind of did. So I think it should work. Jesus, that's not what I wanted, but okay. Okay. First of all, I guess I change all of those, which already will be kind of Oh, Jesus, that's not what I wanted. Let's actually work on that today. I think that's quite okay. So something that's on the list of to-dos anyways. And I need to research a little bit more the mesh buffers. Well, mesh shaders, sorry. Because yeah, for the terrain we probably want to switch to meshlet shaders or whatever, how you want to call them. And probably I will do the research for that tomorrow. I guess that makes sense to remove the cons there. It doesn't really add a whole lot. Yeah, we need to fix all of them. Oh. Alright, I think now we are clean here, at least. I do think this needs to be as well Onyx, no discardor. At least it feels like it should be. But then again, I'm probably... Maybe I want to remove that altogether, I don't know. Let's see. So that will fail in a bunch of places. So this one first, right? Let's fix that one. Oh, did it? Oh, I did actually do it correct? Nah. Don't tell me that you actually renamed all the occurrences as well and all the virtual functions, the overrides. Well, it clearly didn't. But it at least did a better job maybe than maybe did a better job than the Visual Studio one, Visual Assist one. Maybe I'm not sure actually. Maybe it's because it's a lambda function that it didn't do it. Was that the only? Okay, no, it's not the only one. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Because that's an unrelated thing, right? Okay, where did that... Oh. Was that the only? Maybe. Well, in this file, I think. Oh, I'm blind. Why is my... I am annoyed a little bit. It somehow doesn't update. Well, it feels like it doesn't fully do a proper LSP. Which is a little bit weird. But maybe it's... I have a suspicion what it might be. I think it's a matter of fact that my LSP thing is a little bit scuffed. So first of all, how does this end up here? I don't think that's what I wanted. And I'm still not sure how it gets here all the time. And then I do think that I need to always Actually, that looks fine. Weirdness. What can I say? I think it definitely has something to do with the CMake plugin that I use here. It for sure did something that's a little bit weird. And then I'm wondering, can't I in ImGUI window, can I not do that? Then the only other question is, okay, I mean set name. Get window ID. Do I really need that? I mean, maybe. The thing is, where I think the best would be if I go, actually, let's do that. We go here. Sorry, to ImGUI window. And I move those to the private one. So that we cannot call them, because then I will get compiled errors for all of them. And then we can see what we do there. Because I don't think I would want to call those necessarily all the time. So this one is definitely useless. Because it makes it kind of ugly how to handle the begin and end. Okay. That's interesting. That's a problem, actually. That is a problem. The dog space stuff. Or is it? I don't know, is it? Let's try to find out. I'm not sure if it is a problem or not. Might be. Because I'm thinking it might... Yeah, let's see. I don't know. And we have the same here. Maybe I add a separate window type for that. Okay. Oh, that one is actually as well. Thing what we need here, the void on open. Maybe we take the ingoing system, I'm not sure. Like that or what? Okay. Is it like without parameters or what? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I think set. There is definitely functions to do that, right? Already. I think. Yeah, set position. And set default position, probably. Okay. Set next window size, set default size maybe. Main viewport, work size, Y. Oh yeah, where? Main viewport. Oops, it's int 32. Main view board size. What does the set default position do? Okay, it does set the next window position. But does it even work? Hold on. Does it even work? If we are not... Because we don't necessarily render right away, right? I think that's actually a little bit scuffed. I think I need to set the window position and store it. Probably. Actually then... Probably after that one. And then... Do I need anything else? Not necessarily, right? But then... I think that kinda goes away. And let's rename that to set position. And then let's do a void set size. And the thing is, Or how would I do that? Because the default position is something else than setting the actual size. What does that actually do when we do a set? But that only sets it from the next window, right? Hmm. Wait, maybe I'm stupid. Let me think. What if we do when we call open? How about we don't do that? And we don't do that. We actually, if we are open, then we do that. That way, I think it should work. Because now we can set the next position, basically. And now it basically is this default position. So I think I don't need to save that anymore. And it can be that. I guess we do a set default size then. Where was that? Was it in editor main window? Yeah. Okay, no, actually we set that all the time. Well, we still will have a set default size and set size. Hey, a context. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm wondering. I guess I could do a thing where okay, so that goes in here. Yeah, a little bit tired today, so that's why we are not doing like something with the terrain currently, but doing some debug stuff. Otherwise, I'm doing good. Set window size. Yeah, let's. Okay, yeah, I think we can do that. How would I handle that though? Maybe here in begin. Yeah, let's do that. So if we begin, then we do that. Right. So that makes sense, but then the other thing is probably I need temporary here. Or can I do if it's the current window somehow? UDP stuff, nice. I'm trying to do a reliable one or like... Or just playing around. I mean, basically it's M is rendering. I'm making an overlay in telemetry app. Okay. I see. Well, that sounds like yeah, something. Actually, yeah. So then here, set position. If M is rendering, where do we ever want to do? Actually, no. Hold on. Why do I do that? Set window position. I think this then falls away around, because that doesn't make any sense. At least I think. Oh, okay, I need... Okay. So I need to get current window or what? Okay, and then still I need is it like that? Window pause condition. Oh, but I don't have a pivot or what? That's unfortunate. So I guess that doesn't exist on? So very sad. Okay. Okay. What do you mean with POD, Captain Chica? No, what? Oh yeah. I guess yeah. Yeah, it pretty much is. Yeah. Because you don't care about anything, right? So it should be just that, if I remember correctly. Unfortunate. Okay, well then I need to... Yeah, because the whole acknowledgement stuff and the things like that get handled for you, right, from the socket usually. Is that correct? No, right? We want the... Sorry, we want the N32T. Yeah. Yank that. Huh? Why would that not work? I yank that. Is it only in visual mode that I do that? Maybe. Let's fix all of them while we are here. But yeah, the other thing is, not quite sure how to fix that. I mean, I guess we could do a on like a pre-render. Maybe we do that. And you can still do something before you get the render, which is setting custom. Okay, well that's not what I wanted. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, it could be static, but I don't actually want to make that static, please. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so then the default position is probably... Yeah, it still sucks. It still sucks. I think I need to think that through how to do that. Probably we would need... So either I store the position, but that sucks because that's painful. But I would want to get rid of the begin and end basically from Windows. That would be really nice if I can get rid of that. Because that's a little bit ugly currently. So I kinda like that. I guess. I mean, I guess what we could do is... Fuck it, yeah, let's try that. So I guess in this case we do save something. Basically an optioner. Or do I do an optioner? I mean, technically... Oh yeah, let's do an optioner. Now let's do another one. Although this one, they cannot be optional actually. I think. And then the idea would be that I hope that covers the set default position. Yeah, it does. Now we get rid of that. And here we only say default position. Oops. Default pivot. Oh, that's an F32, okay. And then when we begin, here, set next window pause. Or actually, why I have, hopefully it's still in the, yes. Yeah. Oops, set next window size. I guess we could do, I guess we could do it like that. Something like that, right? And then here. Actually, this is just like that. And then we clear that again. Or reset, sorry. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. Think that could work. That could work as long as we basically call the pre-render. I guess. Or like maybe we do an on begin. No, let's do a virtual void. Or that one is actually optional. Why not make them const? Oh, where we need it here. On pre-render. And now we do this. And then yeah. I guess that's fine. The dock spaces are still a bit problematic, probably. Still need to figure those out. I mean, I guess I don't know. Let's think about that in a second, I guess. So I guess if we go here, editor main window, then need as well on pre-render. That's a bit annoying that that is not automatic. Which I'm not quite sure why. But it doesn't automatically tell me what the function could be named. Okay, and then this one would be void editor main window. Why is that an even thing? appearing. I don't know, that looks kind of sus. Oops. How can I not, well, can I not do just here set size? That's it. Maybe I don't need a pre-render. The other question is, yeah, I mean, I guess I need those. Probably. Then I guess we pop them. That maybe actually makes it a little bit more complicated, but yeah. That will not work, but let's see where we end up. Because we have like probably a bunch of windows that don't work. Yeah. Oh yeah, we still have that. I think we can remove that then, but yeah, whatever. So that's the thing, right? It can be removed for quite a lot of them. But for some... So this as well is a little bit, yeah. So this one we definitely need to do. That's even worse. So let's chord this at the end. I guess, yeah, as well. There's a couple of things that I want to do on like the engine, like, well, build side, let's say, maybe not build side. I'm thinking of moving away from GitHub to Codeberg because yeah, GitHub is kind of shit lately. So I'm not sure. And with Codeberg, I don't really have any downsides, and I get like, I mean, don't get me wrong. What is it? GitHub has the same, but I get like documentation space as well on Codeberg. Technically, you have the same on GitHub. So that's not necessarily a thing. So I think I removed that for now. But yeah. Let's see if I actually move it or not. Oh yeah, we don't have that, right? Well, I guess that one is simpler. Probably tomorrow I will look at meshlet shaders so that we can stream fine on. Whoa, what's happening here? Why is the back buffer not cleared for that? Something weird. How did that happen? Why would that happen even? Ah, because we're maybe not rendering. Maybe because we're not rendering to it? Get it to a main window. So first things first. Guess we call that, right? Well, let's see. Do I need to do that every frame? I do have to do that every frame, okay. Interesting. And then yeah, this is not docked, probably because of the dock space thing. Right, so if I go here into the diff, yeah, this was always. What about even then? Begin end. Shouldn't that have in that case then always so if that is the case, wait, where is my center dock ID? Not that actually. Startup window maybe. Hey, hello. Startup window. Okay. Oh, it's that. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. So what we would need to do is void on pre-render. Oops. Is it not that? Void on pre-render. Ah, okay, I didn't save it, that's why. I use what? What is IMA layout? I guess we move though. Is it not IMGUI system? Do I use it? I don't think so. Unified image layout extension. I'm not sure. Is that in the extensions? Would that be in the extensions? Probably, right? Oh yeah, I do enable it. What does that do again, exactly again? Unified image layout. Ah, it's that one. Yeah, no, I don't use it. No. It wasn't supported on the Windows driver of my graphics card for whatever reason. Maybe I need to update it, but it definitely caused issues. So it's not supported yet. It seems like fully. So that's why I didn't use it. I can remember. I mean, there is a lot that is supported from it. Engine. Oh, I have the engine, but not the... So either I give it the IMGUI system or... Wait, do I not have... Hold on, do I not have... a doc ID here? I thought I do have a doc ID. Maybe not. I mean, I guess we could do that, right? So if I go here again... What do I need here? A U32. Well, let's do that then. And then we just go away with that. Do we do it as an option or? No, I think it's U32 is fine. No. Still used to writing the U32 Onyx version. Doc ID. Well, actually, I think there is a invalid. Alright, but that's yeah, let's not do that. Okay, and then let's do a function here. Set doc ID. Again. And maybe we don't reset that one. Oh, but it's on the first use ever. I guess in that case we actually reset it, yeah. Oops. Set next window doc ID. I guess. Reverse what if statement. This one? Why? Why should I do that? I mean, I can. Caching. What? Caching of what? Oops. No. Jesus. Did I do there? Set doc ID. Well, actually, we don't do it here then, or? Okay. That is, I think, a little bit too complex for me. What do you mean there? Probably I would need a better example for that, because in this case there was like no branch, right? I mean, not me. Yeah, technically there is a branch, but yeah. Hold on. So how would I want to do that again? Startup window. Oh wait, it's Jesus, that's not what I wanted. Ah, I get the window and then I set the doc ID. Okay, yeah. But I still need... Yeah, okay, I still need... That, I guess. Okay. That I can... Okay, that makes some sense. Okay, I see. But doesn't the compiler optimize that for me already if he finds something like this in this case with the numeric limits? Can they not already... I mean, maybe I'm expecting too much of it. That would be something that I would expect it to optimize. Okay. Well, that sucks. Oops. I can do it. And then this would be set doc ID. Jesus. The question is, can't I do that differently? Why is it even... Can't I do... Where do I open my startup window? So the center doc space ID is set where? Here. I'm wondering if that cannot be a little bit better. It has to be possible to do that a little bit smarter. So I think that would probably work, or if we fix all the compile errors, that should dock it again, I think. Oh yeah. But I'm not too happy with that. I might stash that whole thing though when we actually go back to the terrain, because yeah. That's ImGUI docking. Huh? Oh, we are not closing a window somewhere, I guess. Do I need to car? No, actually I'm not quite sure what happens here now. Which window? Well, it still works inside the window itself, right? Maybe it doesn't work that I create different viewports, but inside the window I can still dock. Which one are we not? End child in Windows Startup. Oh, okay, that is nice that it tells me that. Hello? Well, that kinda killed my Vim farm somehow. How and why and where? Shouldn't that have worked? Famous last words. So if we have entered the window, did I not do that all the time then? Hold on. So when I begin... Oh, I always need to end or what? Even if I didn't... Even if I didn't finish it? Oh, okay. Well, that makes maybe some stuff easier, knowing that. But then... Yeah, no, that's fine, I guess. Okay. So that would be the doc ID. I guess entering the scene editor will horribly fail. Probably, yeah. Because... because the ID is empty, right? Why is it not... That is very weird. Why do we have like this weird unoptimized view here? Ah, because we're... Jesus. Select window. Okay, I have no idea what NeoVim wants from me, but fine. It doesn't matter. Let's I'm still getting confused with it sometimes. Scene editor. So that one is definitely wrong, right? I think this one we shouldn't do, and probably this one we shouldn't do. And then the other stuff I think is fine. I'm still not sure if... Well, the dock space is for sure wrong. Then, yeah, the other stuff I'm not... Oh, now it works. Thank you. Oh, but yeah, I think it's probably here, right? And the name is probably empty, if I would have to guess. Or something like that. Actually, it's not empty. Okay, then I'm confused. It's called a pop-up? Why would you be a... pop-up? Oops. Oh no, that's fine, I think. Not good, I didn't actually get to it, so I will do it probably today, tomorrow, and then we will be back on Tuesday hopefully, and then we will actually start the terrain. That's why I'm doing something different today. Let's do here, set window flags maybe. At least I think that's what we did down there, right? Because we should, well, I'm not sure if we are docked, but let's... Oh, maybe it's that actually. Because if we are docked, we probably shouldn't do the menu bar, right? Most likely. So let's actually get rid of that for now. I'm not sure if that might be a problem. Okay, maybe not. Why would you want to do a pop-up? I don't get that. You are in... What is the flags? Okay, now I'm curious. Left the flags here? Oh, the flags are garbage, I guess. Why are they scuffed like that? Probably because we don't initialize them. Great. Oops. So that's for sure something that's a bit stupid. Probably a mistake. Maybe it was just that. Okay, it was just that. More or less. So then the other thing is, okay, if we are loading, I guess has asset ID or has handle maybe. Yeah. Oh well, actually not. Let's not do that. Let's actually go if I guess the is valid is wrong in this case, right? Because I think that might do too much. Well, it depends, right? It depends on scene. Does not have a is valid. It doesn't, so I think in this case it should be fine. Jeez, I'm out of water again. Okay, kind of works-ish. But yeah, the docking. As I well... Oh no, yeah, we commented that out, so that's why it's not working. So I guess we would do... That's the thing, can I do... Where do we show that? In the startup, right? So when we do the scene editor, no, it should be in the scene editor itself, right? That would be the most sensible thing. And then in on open, set doc ID to... I think we get the ImGUI system here probably, or yeah. Is that not editor main window? Is that not a thing? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Guess we do it like that then. That should work. Hopefully. Or maybe not, okay. Do I have to set that all the time? No, right? Oh, but it doesn't hit that. Why? Why are we not? Oh, it's in the, no, it's in on open. Hmm. That is bizarre. So I guess but we hit that one. Oops. Yeah, we do. Okay, so what the hell? If M is open. Oh, that's stupid. I see. Wait. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Yeah. If M is open. Or is window maybe appearing? Maybe? Maybe. Well, at least we fire here again. Oops. What's the problem here? Is the name? Oh, the name is empty. Of which window though? Oh, the entities panel. Yeah, I can remember. That was an issue. Scene editor. The question is... Isn't it just that? Which is kind of weird to do. But I think it's just that. Probably. Maybe not entirely. Okay, and then command history window probably has the same issue, or what? Not what I wanted. Maybe. Or what is that actually doing? Or actually maybe not. Why would that be a problem then? Oh, okay, begin vertical. That's a problem because oh, okay, it's already really. Well, that's actually, I don't know how to do that yet. I didn't set up a command for that to do a grep in the whole project. Command history window. Well, actually, I wanted to do that one. That's weird. Oh, well, maybe it's just content. Blueprint. That's not a thing. Begin. Is it no. I'm confused. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Cancel. Just wanted to do that. Because technically that should be in the same hierarchy. Just a bit confusing for me why that would suddenly fail. Okay, so we get that once. Now we get it another time. But why? We have so many windows of what? Windows count 9. So that one is a command history. Oh, why is that? Multiple ones. I think I know why. Oops, that will fail. Yeah. But that is now 1 frame delayed, which is a little bit problematic. Well, I thought I would have fixed it. Maybe not. I really thought I would have fixed that. Scene editor window. Yeah, and then we get it another time. Maybe we just do... I mean, maybe there's another flag that we can use. Set during the frame where the window is appearing. So in theory that should be only once. Right? So why do I get it 2 times? That's something I don't quite understand. I mean, I guess what could work is this, right? That should only happen once now. Why? Oh yeah, okay, enter this panel. Components panel. Okay, so that worked. But the appearing seems to not work, which is a little bit sus. Because I thought there would be only 1 frame, but okay. But yeah, as I thought, the docking doesn't really work. But yeah, should be like that. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that That is very much not how it should be. Cool. Oh, I broke my MGUI. Beautiful. It will be better in the long term, but probably I will stash it and will continue it later. Because it would be nice if an MGUI window just works and you don't need to care about calling begin and end. But that needs to be, it seems like, handled slightly better. Because otherwise stuff just randomly breaks. Well, it's not that many things that I need to fix, it's just the main windows, right? That are a little bit problematic. Alright. I think I will call it a day. I wanted to do longer today, but somehow I'm not motivated today. Maybe I do a little bit off stream, like silly work that doesn't really matter. And some research for the terrain mesh stuff. So yeah, the plan would be for the terrain. We get it back quickly. For the terrain, actually, does that work? Oh, that's not good. Something with the depth doesn't work, I guess. Okay. See, another thing I need to figure out. We need to filter out the depth. It shouldn't be visible in this case. Anyways, for the terrain, we have tiles already, or like chunks. And probably I want each chunk to generate its own meshlet or mesh task, basically. Because I think with that, then we can sync back that meshlet to the physics system, and that should do the trick, I think. And that those shouldn't be too big. That would be the idea. But I need to read up how to do a mesh task and mesh shader. Maybe I read that up and then we do a test one without the terrain, just like one that maybe generates a sphere or something like that, just to test it. And then we can maybe better understand how to add it to the terrain instead of already starting adding it to the terrain to begin with. That might be the smarter choice. So maybe I'm even... Nah, probably not. Tomorrow I think I will take one day off. I mean, I did yesterday a lot of off stream then in the evening after coming back. So yeah, sorry for that. Didn't stream yesterday. But I was kinda tired from traveling a lot. So yeah. Probably do some research today. This rest of that evening. Yeah, and probably trying to fix some issues that I have with NeoVim still. But it's getting there, it's getting there, it's getting there. I think it resolved already its own weirdness again with a... I think it works again with the LSP at least, but there's still some scuffed things going on, I would say, overall, but I think it's getting there, it's getting there. Then I can share it eventually. Alright, enough yapping. I will get something to eat and then I will do some research and probably just a little bit of CMake cleanup and stuff like that. The usual. And maybe writing some documentation as well, because I still want to get the documentation out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a nice rest of your evening. Have a nice start into the week. We will see each other again, worst case, on Tuesday. But maybe I will even do one tomorrow, because yeah, my fiance is not at home currently for the next couple of weeks. So I have a little bit more time. So I actually code quite a lot off stream as well. But yeah. Have a nice day. See ya, see ya. Take care.